It's Madden NFL 22. Today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Bengals and the reigning NFC champs coming up next.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
First down. Here's Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Burrow's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. The Charles first drive here, a little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Now a play fake here on first down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looking to throw. He's got Njoku over the middle. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
This passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate. Gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
So I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Voyagers have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, heal up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Back to Mixon on second down. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And that will be incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Got a man on the right sideline. That's Dawson. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
He's already found the end zone once in this half, and they do a nice job there pushing him backwards and denied his bid for a second score.
He'll try again. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Voyagers are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And not a whole lot doing there, so get it up to about the 28-yard line. On third down, Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. And now out comes Houston. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
And now a hookup downfield on second down. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Dawson. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. With touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Voyagers add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you got a chance to come back to them when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Bengals on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game. Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibson. And diving to try to get the first down. He's going to be a little bit shy of the marker. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use...
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Voyagers continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far in second down. Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he's going to give his guys great starting field position as he dives to the ground to get as much as he can. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line ready for their next drive. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The play action fake. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Dawson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
This is the tight end, Njoku. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. So we've come down due to time constraints. We move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Mike Hilton.
And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and
he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Deron Payne breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long. 3rd and 15 to be exact.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunate for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. Now comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Back to throw now on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
But listen, when you got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. They just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Dawson. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And I'll tell you what a bird's eye view I've got here because that was absolutely something else to watch. Not a lot of wiggle in that. That was catch it and go, and to use those wheels of his, the absolute devastating effect.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that makes this 35-0 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now Joe Mixon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 40 now on second down. Burrow. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Or maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Corey Davis, his 6th touchdown of the season.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Houston set to take over.
And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
It's clicking off right now. Now a first down throw complete downfield. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll go again with Gibson.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter,
and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. Standing alone with a new NFL record 32nd touchdown. And the Voyagers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead will swell by one more.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Burrow looking to pass.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Now Burrow on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Again, it's Burrow.
And he'll find Chase on the right side complete.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So we're 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Davis. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And this is caught. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point up and through. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Houston's offense taking over again. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way down to the 35. A huge play there for Houston.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as the season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
And yet again, it's McLaurin.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. On first down, Gibson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
2nd and 6 from the 10.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Once more, Gibson. Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it.
And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Pardon me.
And now before the ball changes hands.
After review of the play, rule on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Holding. Offense.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
40 yards rushing for him so far, and a boatload of touchdown runs as well.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Cincinnati set to take over once again. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
They will throw on first down with Burrow.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To Mixon on the check down. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And Burrow going to throw again.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And that will write a finish to this ball game. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's an